Promoter Eddie Hearn has suggested that a potential clash between Jaron Ennis and Vergil Ortiz Jr. could take place at 147 pounds, with Ennis's IBF welterweight title on the line. However, the proposal to stage the fight at welterweight rather than 154 pounds where Ortiz has been active has raised questions about the sincerity of the matchup's prospects. Hearn revealed that decisions regarding Ennis's next move will be finalized this week. While expressing interest in unifying the 147-pound division, his tone seemed less enthusiastic when discussing the possibility of an Ennis-Ortiz showdown. Observers speculate that Hearn is reluctant to make the fight, especially at 154 pounds, where Ortiz might have a significant advantage. Ortiz, who holds a WBC interim title at super welterweight, hasn't competed at welterweight since 2022 due to challenges cutting weight. Hearn's proposal for Ortiz to return to 147 has been criticized, with some viewing it as a strategic move to weaken Ortiz for the fight.
Yeah, they are progressing. I mean, there's still a lot of obstacles to come through, and we've got a call with Jaron later. Obviously, he wants to defend his 147-pound title. After the last fight, you know, he felt that maybe it was time to move. He does want to unify the division, but he would be more than open to a fight with Vergil Ortiz as well. So we're talking to the other champions, we're talking to Vergil Ortiz, and we'll make a decision this week on the next step for Jaron Ennis. The offer that we had was to fight Vergil Ortiz at 147, which is interesting because we get to keep our title, but you know, maybe there's a move at 54 as well.
Could Ortiz still make 147?
I don't know. I mean, that's the correspondence we received, so I'm not sure if that's for at some point behind. So it's a big decision for Jaron, and it will be made this week.
Ennis is coming off a lackluster performance against Karen Chukagian in November. Despite his undefeated record, Ennis struggled to impress, leading some to label him as one-dimensional and ill-equipped to compete with the top talent at 154 pounds. Critics suggest that Ennis's team may prefer to keep him at welterweight, where he has a better chance against a drained Ortiz. Ortiz, known for his power and skill, would likely pose a formidable challenge for Ennis at either weight. Still, returning to 147 after a 2-year hiatus and overcoming past medical issues related to weight cutting could be a deal breaker. This is a big decision for Jaron, and it'll be made this week, adding that the offer to fight Ortiz at 147 allows Ennis to retain his title. Yet critics argue that if Hearn and Ennis were truly interested in the fight, they would agree to face Ortiz at 154 for his interim WBC belt. For now, the fight remains in limbo, with the weight class potentially being the deciding factor. Fans await confirmation of whether the highly anticipated matchup will materialize or whether it's just posturing from Ennis's camp.